What up, loved ones? What it do? Spotty Young right here. You know where I'm from. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're new to this channel right here, just hit the subscribe button real quick. Give it a like if you think it's cool, if you think it's real. Yeah, man, I'm with the homie OG Beeno from IE, Ontario.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
So let us know, where'd you grow up?
So I grew up in Ontario. Been out there from early 70s by way of the Philippines. Been out there, Philippines 2 years, then 2 years old, then came to the States back in 1971. And yeah, from there, I mean, since then, I grew up in IE.
So you went to IE when you were 2 years old?
2 years old.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you just grew up right there, man, all your life.
Yeah.
And then, so how did you find yourself? Who were you hanging out with during that time? With the gangsters or gang members?
Well, you know what? The thing about it is, in Ontario, we had what was called Crip 9000s, right? And because I was, I played ball growing up, and my older homies was like, nah, you can't get. I wanted a gangbang, but they were like, nah, this ain't for you, man. You stick with playing sports, this and that, and that was pretty much it. They just kind of steered me to like not bang and stuff like that. So
that was your older homies?
The older homies out there.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So after that, you was playing basketball?
Ball, yeah. I played ball like growing up. Yeah.
And
so that was like our everyday, going out to the park and just playing ball and hitting different spots. You know what I mean? But that was pretty much it out there.
Yeah. So at one point, where did you find yourself basically trying to hustle for some more money?
Man, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Thing about it was, so growing up, like mom's was, I grew up with moms and pops, but my mother was the only one working. So I kind of had to help her out a little bit and figure out different ways how to get money. You know what I mean? And for moms, yeah, I mean, moms did her thing. She did the best she could to like, provide and but I had two other siblings, and so I figured out and not having a father figure kind of left me on like figuring things out, doing street type of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's where the hustling came in, trying to get money, trying to buy the latest sneakers, trying to stay fresh. You know how it is. You know what I mean? Right.
So but you was doing it big, basically enough to buy whatever you want at the time?
It started a little bit like, little nickel bags, and then the little nickel bags turned into QPs, and the QPs turned into Ps, and then, then stuff started moving out of state, you know what I mean? And then it just got big, man, into where it was like, this is, I could do this for a long time, but then, so you just get caught up into the game, man, where it's, you kind of start to see, and then what comes along with it, you know what I mean? Material stuff, women stuff, you know what I mean? And you kind of like it that you don't have a 9 to 5 to punch in, so I was kind of like, to be legit, I had a job, but I was also doing my thing on the side too as well while I was working.
Man, you were making it happen, right?
Yeah.
So, what was it? Just only the P's, or was it some other?
Nah, man. I mean, whatever it took to like, make some money. So weed was the main thing, but then I also had the credit card stuff going on, and then I had people, running their type thing, but I was kind of like overseeing and managing like the credit card scams and type stuff. So I was getting money from like different directions, man.
Damn, man.
So yeah.
Was it on the 90s or?
That was early 2000, late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
So it wasn't that much of a burn then.
No. That was like when everything was all fresh, man. Where you can go to, I don't know, Alvarado Street, where you can go get an ID made in LA, and then you just take the social security number and you match the name of that person and get an ID made of that person, and you can walk in anywhere and open up a credit line, and you know what I mean. Next thing you know, you got a few $1,000 dollar credit line.
It's kind of like what they call here in the Philippines, recto, right? Whatever that
right there,
is.
recto. Yeah.
That's where you get all that fucking fraud shit.
Yeah.
But so man, you were making enough money. Where did you did you find yourself? How did you get caught up in the first place?
I got, man, somebody told on me.
It's always somebody
It's
snitching.
always. So that's why I was saying, for you out there, man, just be careful your circle. But when it comes down to it, everybody wants to, you know, be a part of something. But then when they get caught up, that's when you know, like, you know, who the real ones is, man. Like, you know what I mean? So, like they say, the story, or how they say is, when it's good, and when it's bad, that's when you know, like when stuff hits the fan, right?
But
that's what happened.
You were the smart ones, because my mindset was being like a little torpedo foot soldier, like a mission boy. While all the other older homies
was getting it,
man. You know, we would bring girls for them. We would, and then they would just sit back and with all the money and stuff. That's that's the thing. So anywho, after that, well, you got told on, and then you did some time, right? Where did you do your time?
So I ended up doing first was in San Bernardino County, transferred to from Ontario, West Valley to San Bernardino, then ended up doing reception to Tehachapi, and then because it was my first time ever getting busted, I only did a little time in Adelanto, you know. So
I was
easy time. That was really nice. Cakewalk there, it was cool. Did my time. The only thing was the immigration thing, and then after the immigration transfer to Calipatria.
The Cali. Calipatria.
Level
INS,
4.
Right?
Yeah. So you know, I got a little taste of the level 4.
4 yard.
Yeah.
And then what do you call this? Did you get deported from there, or?
Yeah. So what happened was, I had a decision. I mean, you know, you go back and forth when you're, you know, in the immigration. So when I was in Calipatria, that was all about immigration. My time was done already. Gave the state my time. So now it was an immigration case, and you can fight it, you know, through the circuit, 9th Ward, and all that. But there's no out time. So, you know, it could take years. I know some guys who's in there for 10 years just trying to fight just to stay. But my whole thing was, you know what, man, let me just be free. So I said, you know what, let me try the Philippines, and you know, I did. I made a quick decision after I lost my hearing. I lost that, you know, they said, hey, you can try to fight it now, or you can deport yourself. And you know, a couple of days, it only took me a few days. And I said, you know what, where's the paperwork, man? I just need to be free and get out. You know?
That was a no-brainer, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and the whole cool thing about it was I didn't know anything about the Philippines. You know, I mean, like I said, I was born here, but my whole thing was, hey, it's better to just be free, and I'll figure it out, opposed to staying in. I couldn't do nothing. I mean, I didn't know when the out date was.
Did you hear stories about some homies that was fighting their case, that been there still fighting their case for years and years and
I'll
years?
give you that's a good question, man. A good example is I left there in 2009. One homie, I think, got out 2014, when he could have been out a long time ago, and he thought he was going to win his case, so he lost 6 years. He lost 6 years, man.
I heard some sad stories.
Oh,
like
man,
that
even
too.
worse. There's worse, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean.
10 years on INS.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Right, getting locked up, it doesn't make any sense.
They just refuse to go back to their country, man.
So
So there it is, man. If you still not citizen yet, U.S. citizen, you better get your paperwork fixed.
Number one, facts, man. Like if you're, I mean, regardless, if you're into the dirt or the street type stuff, get it fixed. If you're not, I mean, get it fixed. Talk to your family or whatever, and just get that fixed so you'll be safe. You won't have to go through none of this mess. And that's a good point, because me never ever getting into trouble, I never thought I would ever be in this situation, because both my parents were American citizens.
I see.
You know, but my loophole was, or what the fine line was, my mother didn't become an American citizen until I was after 18 years old. So that's where they got me. So, you know, like what Buddy said, that but fix your paperwork, guys. Like whether you're not into the street or you're not, just get your American citizenship so you won't have to deal with it.
some of these. Because remember, some people were fighting years in INS.
Yep.
I myself didn't sign the deportation paper and said I'll fight it off, see if I got a chance.
Yeah.
I ended up staying more time.
And then, right?
Yeah,
and you
just,
look
just so I could stay.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's a light at the end of the tunnel because there's a lot of things that are going on right now. And
yeah.
some of my supporters, they're sending me all these legal docs that proves that we have a chance. All of us deportees can still go back to the U.S. So stay tuned. I'll be right there probably like next year or so.
Yes, sir. So, yeah. You'll get it. You will.
We'll see what's up. All of us, all the deportees, man. All the deportees
we'll
that
get back
thought
there.
there's no more hope. There's still hope.
There's hope, man.
Hell yeah. So, I mean, you came back here and then you didn't know, of course, you were never here for, you have no idea. What did you end up doing when you first got here?
So when I got back here, I was in Manila, and kind of like it was kind of too busy for me and this and that. So I had to get my, I said I need to get out of here. I ended up going back to my province, which is Viga in Ilocos, and it was real nice, man. Just real laid back, so I could get my thoughts together, kind of figure out what my next move would be. Ended up being out there for like 18 months. Opened up a internet cafe out there, computer shop. You know what I mean? And it was kind of cool because that what kept me afloat. That was all right. But then I realized like I can't be here forever because it was too slow, and I wasn't really going. But that was enough for me to be in the Philippines to where I was like, okay, I kind of know, what it's gonna take to kind of survive. But you got to get back to the city, which is Manila. And then from there. Did a little hustling like through like online. Actually had a business, man. I was selling like hair, which is crazy. Like, but like the extensions and all that type stuff. I had some women friends who were like stylists and stuff like that, and a lot of the hair comes from either Malaysia or India, and I was kind of going back through there. So I was keeping my head afloat there. Back then. Just recently got married at that time, 2010. Went to Manila and just kind of like took a chance and said, you know what, figure it out. Good thing was 2012. Basketball, like I said, was my background. Hooked up with a guy who lived in my condo, and we started this business, which is Filipino Basketball Academy, and then built it up from there, and till the pandemic. I mean, we were like honestly, man, like probably the top camp in the Philippines.
Damn.
So we were built it up and.
Gotta check that out.
Yeah,
FBA.
FBA. Yep.
Yes, sir.
So
the whole time you were just staying out the way, just being positive.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on. Like, I realized when I was in prison, I messed up. That was number one. I think for everybody who's out there who kind of like wants to glory. Listen, man. At the end of the day, we all want fast. Everything fast. Whether it's fast cars, fast money, fast women, whatever it may be, but that all has you have to answer for that. You know what I mean? There's gonna become a conclusion to where you have to pay the price for that, and I did. And had I gone back and all that, I learned a lot from it. Actually, kind of the prison thing was kind of a blessing for me to kind of like,
straighten you out.
Yeah, straightened me out. You know what I mean? Number one, got me right with God again, and kind of like, realize that this at the end it wasn't really like worth it. You had your fun and games and this and that, but you have to pay a price for all that. But I'm blessed to be out here in the Philippines. You know what I mean? That's where, my wife, my child, my daughter, and kind of just got my mind right and started fresh again. You know what I mean? So. Just blessed behind that, through it all.
Damn, buddy. There's some consequences to everything, and there's no shortcuts.
No, that's real talk. There is no short. Just know that if you're gonna play the game, know that at the end you don't win. You don't win. I've never seen a lifetime criminal make it. You're gonna get caught up. So just be prepared for that. Just whatever happens. Don't be that cat who talks up on it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you pay the price, keep it quiet, and just take your time. Take it on, you know what I mean? Take it on the chin. But don't be talking. Don't be telling. You know what I mean? Hey, you pay the price. You played the game. That's how it goes.
There goes your ultimatum, man.
Yeah.
Nobody, you're not gonna win, man. You think
You're not gonna win.
You're gonna be El Chapo? It's on you, man.
No, you're not gonna. Even El Chapo, the richest hustler ever, got caught up.
Yeah.
So whatever you think you're doing, you think you're winning right now, just know that you're gonna get caught up in the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's another way, man. Yeah. But I appreciate your time, buddy.
Always, brother.
Do you have any
always, man.
last message to the youth out there, man? Still ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Lost
Listen.
souls and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, number one, your association. Whoever you surround yourself around is how you're going to be. So my thing is stay around positive people who are, you know, guys who are doing something. And listen, it's okay to be a nerd. If you're a nerd and you stay out the way and you're out the street, you'll get a lot further that way. Don't waste your time trying to get everything fast, quick money, quick women, quick hustles, whatever this and that. You're gonna get caught up. So if you're ready to do the time and sit down for 2 years, 5 years, then keep going doing what you're doing. If not, do something positive. You know, invest your money. That's one thing I wish I would have did. You know, at a young age, instead of spending it, invest it, and do something positive. But most importantly, be around the right people.
Hell yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, y'all know what time it is.
Always.
Say what you mean and mean what you say, because real recognize real, homeboy.
Real talk, man.
Yes,
Out, man. Cali.